show me something?
No.
Is that what you said?
No, I wanted
Oh, okay.
I just have a few things to tell you. You can laugh and have fun. Welcome to First Avenue Playhouse, the dessert theater here in Atlantic Highlands, New Jersey. Did you know that you're in the #1 attraction as per TripAdvisor in Atlantic Highlands, New Jersey? Congratulations! We'd like to stay up for one, so please go on and write a little blurb about your experience here. We'd really like it. But see, you're very smart. Look where you're picked to go. Thank you for coming. There's just a few things that I wanted to tell you about. You can see these red lights here that say exit. Guess what? Those are the exits. God forbid something happens, which it's not, except you might laugh so hard you fall off your chair. Those are the exits, right in front and one here on the side. Also, bathrooms. There's 2 bathrooms over there. They're his and hers and his. In other words, they're unisex. Please don't mix it up together, though, both of you at the same time. Only one person at a time. And then smoking. Please don't smoke in here, and we hope that you're not smoking, but if you really want to, please go outside in our air-conditioned lounge and move 500 feet away from the door. Yes, you will be in the military. Don't get hit by a car, though. I want you to come back in. Also, cell phones. If you have one, it's a wonderful thing, but please turn it off because we don't want it ringing or vibrating or anything during the show. And please don't take any pictures of our actors. So we'll be coming out afterwards. They're very talented. They'll be lined up so you can talk to them. What else did I want to tell you about? Yeah, website. Oh, if you ever want to check us out. And if you haven't turned off your phone yet, please do it now, as I am. Now, where was it? Timing website. Yes, you can find us at firstavenueplayhouse.com, and also we have a mailing list in the back. So if you want to put your name on that, then you'll find out about our shows. We won't annoy you with tons of stuff, but we'll just keep you informed because I'm sure you want to be informed. Oh, thank you for turning that on. A couple other things that I want to tell you is about upcoming shows. This is called The Underpants. It is adapted by Steve Martin. It's set in 1910 in Germany, and it's really fun to watch. The next show is called The Pajama Tops. See trends here, right? And that's our February show. And then Sylvia is in March, and if you're a pet lover or you know someone with a pet, you're going to really enjoy this show. Please come see us again. And then our big show, Nonsense, which is in April, is our 25th anniversary celebration because you not only made a great choice tonight, you are also part of our audience for our 25th year. So thank you all for coming. Let's give you a round. Barry, did I get everything?
Yes.
Yes. So without further ado, I welcome you to The Underpants, directed by Barry Prag. I'm very anxious. And here we go. Have a great time. Thanks for coming.
Normally, I wouldn't be listening to gossip, but it took us so long to cross the street that I could finally understand what they were saying. And I thought to myself, no, this didn't happen. It couldn't happen. Yet it did.
No one even noticed.
In front of our neighbors, in front of strangers, at the King's parade. Oh, for God's sake, the King himself could have seen you.
No one saw me.
So the story just spread itself?
It was nothing.
It was nothing? It was nothing? Tell me how this is nothing. In broad daylight on a city street, you were standing out in public, and your underpants fell down? Oh, I can't believe this happened to me.
It didn't happen to you.
They will blame me. They will blame me for having a wife who is so distracted staring out the window, so hypnotized by a canary in a cage, that she cannot tie a tiny knot in 2 slender cords. Well, I'm sorry. But I'm a responsible wage earner. I cannot have my underpants go flopping down because I have to bring home $600 a year and bear the responsibility for renting out a room so that we could put dinner on the table, clothe ourselves, and keep this place heated.
The whole event lasted 2 seconds.
But you heard, time is relative.
I pulled them up.
No, please, don't be graphic.
They were not tight. They just fell.
Oh my God, what will happen to me? I'll be fired. What about my income?
Oh, Theo.
Louise, everything in my world works perfectly. But here at home, how can the floor be so dirty? How can the clock need winding? How can the dishes be so piled up? And how, I ask you, how can your panties in broad daylight just fall down? Oh.
But you know me. You've known me since I'm a little girl.
And?
And you know that I like to dream.
Oh, dream the dishes are done.
You used to like my reveries.
As a girl, yes. There was nothing lovelier. And you had nothing better to do with all that free time than to lie around as pretty as an orchid. But you're a woman now, and reality is here in this room, and this dusty floor, and that dirty sink.
Oh, phooey. I keep the place nice.
Oh, look how deeply affected I am.
Yes, you're very sensitive.
You know I don't like attention. A little attention, and the next thing you know, I'm out of a job. I'm a government clerk. I blend in. Do you know why I never buy you a nice dress or a hat or a new coat?
Remind me?
Because you're much too attractive for a man in my position. Your breasts, your legs, they draw the eye. My job and your appearance do not go together. Everyone notices you, and it's your fault.
My fault.
Yes, it's the woman's fault, always.
Here we go again.
Oh, what are breasts? What harmless utilitarian lumps of flesh. But you squeeze them into a sweater and mountains move.
I don't promote myself.
You don't have to. Flesh speaks to men from under coats, under caftans, under furs, from igloos, and there's always that little voice calling, I am here.
Men can't be like that.
What if I lose my job?
Why would you lose your job?
I was told that His Royal Highness was in the parade.
He was passing out that very moment.
Yeah!
That's good. That means everyone was looking at him, not me.
Suppose he learns about this fiasco. Suppose he learns that I am one of his clerks, and he discovers my bureau, my section, my name. Oh, the king cannot abide scandal. He'll have to fire me. And the next thing you know, we'll be out on the street. Poverty, shame, hunger.
All from a pair of underpants.
Never underestimate the power of a glimpse of lingerie. Oh, I'm exhausted.
How would you like your wiener grilled?
Take a knife and slice it from tip to end, not crossways like you usually do.
One wiener sliced from tip to end. My pleasure. And, for dessert?
Peaches. Whipped cream. Do we have some?
I could get some from Gertrude.
Gertrude Tudor, the mouth who lives upstairs, who nosy. Oh, well. Oh, look at this. Report of a monster in the lake at Loch Ness. It baffles the scientists. Oh, yes, and it bothers me. I don't like mysteries. The unexplainable makes me nervous. This is my home, and everything that comes through that door, I understand. I don't have to worry if the faucet's going to spit fire. I don't have to worry if the bird's going to attack the dog. And I know that that clock is going to strike 6. When it is 6, not 7, it's like me. It's my kind of clock. Monsters in a lake. All is calm on the surface. But watch out for what lies underneath. That's where the trouble lies. Underpants! Ah, I'm going out. I'm going to get some fresh air. I'm going to circulate around town, see if I can catch wind of what people are saying. See if I still have a job. Please, have dinner ready when I get back.
Do you feel better now?
Only when I think about how good life has been. Up until today.
Gertrude! I've been listening, Louise! Louise?
And you know about my little accident?
I heard some gossip on the street.
What did you hear?
Should I come down?
Please. How much did you hear?
I heard it wasn't so bad. They were clean, cotton, neat, and perfectly ironed.
Well, of course.
And very few people know the story.
Where did you hear it?
It was announced at the train station. How did it happen?
I was on a bench, on my tiptoes, trying to see the king.
Oh, it slims the ways.
Suddenly, I felt my underpants around my ankles.
A welcome breeze in the netherworld.
Gertrude!
They say you look lovely, and I heard a couple of men turn their heads quite a lot.
I kept my dignity. I stepped out of them, bent down, and swooped them under my shawl like lightning.
Tomorrow, everyone will say the whole thing was a perfectly planned piece of coquetry.
Oh, God. My husband hates when people talk.
Well, he'll just have to get used to a lot of things, like where the sun shines is where people want to walk.
What do you mean?
Like a pretty girl turns heads and there's nothing he can do about it.
He's just being a man.
Oh, he's not all men. There are better ones.
Please, Gertrude. Do you have any whipped cream?
I do. I'll get it. I heard him. Louise, how long have you been married?
A year this Sunday.
And
And?
the patter of little feet?
Oh.
Can that just be chance? Or is it your husband is not doing his job?
No, he works very hard.
I mean his job between the sheets.
Gertrude!
I'll get the whipped cream.
Excuse me,
Yes?
I saw you have a room for rent.
Yes, we do.
We?
Yes, my husband and I.
Oh, of course, but the room is still for rent.
Yes, but my husband is out.
Louise!
I'll have a look around the property and come back.
Your name?
Whipped cream. And more. I've been thinking, your husband is shirking his duty. You deserve something in you at night besides sauerkraut. I'm going to show you some tricks and give you some hints for looking good. I'm going to help you turn him into a ravenous beast. Take this. Oh, I can't wait to work on you.
My husband is still out.
You must have some authority.
Would you like to know the rate?
No,
Well, would you like to see the room?
oh, that's not necessary.
You would rent a room without seeing it?
Yes,
May I ask why?
because oh, your underpants this morning on the Grand Boulevard.
Oh my God! Who are you?
I am a poet. Unpublished, I am proud to say, but one who has now found his muse.
Please.
I will explain. By metaphor. No. By simile. No, I will not beat around the bush. Oh my God. What an inappropriate illusion. Oh, I am not the master of my soul, but a few hours ago I was. Oh, it seems I am engulfed by the rising tides of my own humors. What a beautiful line. Oh, where is my pen? Damn. Society's loss. You see, I believe in miracles, and I finally had one appear to me under a linden tree. There you were, bathed in sunlight, with panicked eyes and a quivering body. And there I was, shaken by life, a momentous crossroads. Oh, in those few seconds, when you bent down and collected your underpants, you tore my heart from the things I thought I loved and fixed it only on you. Ah, Silence. Good. For silence is devotion.
I don't know what to say.
Then let me speak. From this day on, I will desire your heart with all the strength of my soul, unwavering, disavowing all others.
Please stand up.
I cannot stand. For my veins are stiff with certainty.
For God's sake, if my husband comes!
You have rings. How much is it?
15 taller.
I'll take it. The discussion is over.
Who would believe an elegant gentleman living in this neighborhood?
I will dress as a laborer, a wealthy gentleman hard-carrier.
And you would live here?
Give me extra room.
But my husband.
If he comes, just introduce us. I'm renting the room.
Your name?
Versace. Franklin Angelo, the cat, Luigi Versace II. Sorry, the third.
You should get up. He'll be coming back soon.
Between the sound of his key in the lock and the opening of the door, I will be fleet like Jupiter. Oh, wait. Jupiter's not fleet. Make that Mercury.
Get up!
You'll agree then?
Well,
If the ellipsis sounds like this.
But my husband.
Think of him as a necessary part of the triangle. You are the flint. I am the fire. And he is the wet piece of wood. I'll be back. Hello?
Louise!
Up here.
Up in the clouds as usual.
What do you mean?
Who was he?
Who was who?
Who was that gentleman?
How do you know there was a gentleman here?
I'm not deaf.
And obviously not nosy.
I was cleaning my floor, and you know how when you're scrubbing, you put your ear to the floor for leverage. Oh, look, he was practically orating. What did he want?
What do you think?
Want if I a gentleman? I'd give 10 years of my life. How did he meet you?
Oh, he saw me this morning.
In all your glory.
Bending over to retrieve them.
And he sprang like a tiger.
He was out of control.
Shook to his roots, and you responded.
Oh, of course not. But he is renting the room from us.
Ah, so your ascent to the heights makes sense. Oh, I see what all the fuss was about.
Gertrude! You know it.
Oh my God, I'm going to have an affair.
What do you mean?
Because, darling, I live through you, and you are going to have a lover.
No.
I'll see to it. I'm going to be your fairy godmother. Here's what we're going to do. You should dress so your husband only sees his old Cinderella, but underneath, I will make you a pair of panties that will raise his flag higher and higher.
How can you say that? I'm married.
So was Catherine the Great, and she slept with a horse.
I can't.
But a goddess here to claim you. You can't say no.
My husband would kill me if he found
I'll
out.
see that he never does. A little smoke can blind 1,000 eyes.
I refuse.
It's too late. You're already thinking of it. Whenever you sit in front of that window, looking out, dreaming, you're thinking of it. When you see the bird in that cage, you see yourself. Why hasn't your husband used this year he's had with you to make your blood flow faster? Why aren't you pregnant?
He says we can't afford a child. We have to save up.
While he saves up, you look out the window for a real lover.
Except for our wedding night, I'd still be a virgin. He keeps saying, $600 a year.
Oh, I want that gentleman to be your lover.
Oh my God, the wiener.
Yes, every last one of them.
Our dinner, it's burned.
Oh, I have some sausages cooking upstairs. I'll give them to you.
Oh, you'll save me. Lord who did it.
Here, they're almost ready. Just put them in the stove and heat them up.
Oh, can I thank you?
Oh, by listening. I've been meaning to tell you this for a long time. Your husband is a loud clanking machine. Get in his way and he'll run you over. But, like all hot air machines, you can usually hear them coming. So, I'll be your lookout.
You make it seem so easy.
Aren't you tired of him always wagging his finger at you?
Well, the thought of having a lover, someone who wants me, someone who swims in my flesh and drowns in my breasts, someone to whom I am aromatic. Will you help me?
Only if you follow my advice. While your husband's home, you are the dutiful wife. But between the hours of 9 and 3, while your husband's at work, do you know what will be happening to you? Oh! 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 Go get the fabric. Your husband's only getting what he deserves.
Gertie, one thing. Don't judge me.
How can I judge? My heart races along with yours.
I'm blushing.
Like being a girl again.
Wait, how do I know he'll want me?
Oh, just wait until you make your entrance in the panties I make for you.
You've opened a dam inside of me.
Oh, and one other thing. For safety.
What is it?
It's a sleeping mixture from the chemist for your husband in case you want to make a night visit.
Does it work?
Remember that weekend when I was gone? This is where I was. 1 teaspoon and he's a hibernating bear. Shh, your husband's coming.
How can you tell?
It's either him or Clydesdale. See what a good center I am?
Quick, set out the forks. Gertie, I remember seeing a painting of a woman once. Lying on a sofa, swathed in a veil, a man stands above her, parting her legs with his foot.
Oh, he's coming!
I imagine myself as that woman, giving up everything to him. He lies between my legs. He stands above me, looks into my eyes, and says,
The sausage in the oven.
"It's almost ready!"
What do we do with the for rent sign?
Good news, the room is rented.
The room is rented?
What?
I said aye, the room is rented.
Don't worry, I gave you my word.
Yes, you did.
How much?
$15.
Including?
Not including.
How about $15 without?
Without what?
Without coffee. The way she makes it, it's not something you want. Believe me. I wish you had spoken to me. Now look at this mess. I only left in the first place because of you. Now see what happens? Trouble! Now look, I don't want to be greedy. Who is as important to me as how much? What do you do, Herr,
Cohen.
Cohen?
Cohen.
Jewish?
No!
Oh, look into the light.
It's Cohen with a K.
You understand? I really don't mind.
Yes, I can tell.
Now, you were going to pay $12 for the room.
With coffee.
But now I have someone who will take the room for $15. Put yourself in my shoes.
I hope that arithmetic won't compromise your promise to me.
Of course not. How could I be a Welsher? This country has produced Schiller. This country has produced Luther. And it produced me.
And Wagner.
And me.
And Wagner.
And me. Ha ha! You are a good German. The deal is done. Stay. Have a bite with us.
But
I would love to.
we have another renter.
Yes, but I have a plan. Tell us about yourself, Herr Cohen with a K.
Oh, my parents died young, thus I work with my hands.
Nothing wrong in that.
I've been in the same job for 3 years. I'm a barber.
I respect the working man.
Every penny I save is for Wagner. I've seen Lohengrin 3 times.
Good man.
One is transported.
Do you exercise?
Not a lick. My health is poor.
Oh, what's wrong with your health?
There's no specific diagnosis. My mother never ate well. My father drank more than he should.
Feel my thigh.
Massive.
Feel this?
Enormous.
I can lift you in the air 100 times. Stay with us. We'll feed you. Give you some weight.
Shouldn't we think about it?
Give him a cigar to celebrate.
We're out. You were going to get some.
Oh, that's right. This morning, this scandal made me forget. Meanwhile, I have a solution to this mess. We can, you see, if the lease is long enough, put up a wooden screen and make 2 rooms out of 1.
I'm not so sure he would do that.
Give me your word.
And by God, you will have your room. Let me get cigars to close the deal. Wait here.
Well,
This location must be convenient. Do you work at the barber shop across the street?
I work on Linden Street.
Linden Street? That's a half-hour walk.
It is a bit far.
That's a hike every morning.
Yes, I know.
Well, this isn't an expensive neighborhood.
Not really.
Are you all right? You seem nervous.
Nervous? I am a bit.
Why would you be nervous?
Well, interesting.
Is it?
It's just that.
Yes.
It's just that.
What?
Underpants.
Pardon me?
When the underpants fell out, I couldn't believe what I was seeing. So naughty. I got so excited. How often is the chimney swept?
Cigars to close the deal.
I don't smoke.
Oh, no wonder you're so puny. Cigars give the body strength. See my rib cage? There's room in there for everything. Air, perfume from the ladies, smoke. Oh, deep breath. No, arms out. You know, bend backwards. Hold that pose, I'll get the door.
How dare you come here?
I had to.
Go away!
Relax.
But I presented my application to your wife.
Yes, my wife told me you were interested in the room. However, in the meantime, not knowing of your offer, I received an application from Herr Cohen with a K. He's from a good German family, so I rented it out.
But your wife accepted. It's a deal.
Herr Cohen was just saying that he wants to leave.
I most certainly did not.
So what I was thinking was that we could divide the room. It's almost 2 rooms anyway. I could close it off with some furniture and a wooden screen, and you could take your pick. Come, I'll show you the space.
I will tell my husband.
I can't stop you, but if you do, I will tell him the real reason why that gentleman is renting a room in this house.
You know him?
I do know him.
How well?
Extremely well.
He's a friend?
No.
A relative?
No.
Well then,
I've cut his hair twice.
oh, really?
I saw him this morning when the underpants fell down. I couldn't believe I was seeing. I was lying on the ground 2 steps away.
Lying on the ground 2 steps away? That's
To
disgusting!
me, it was paradise. If I saw what I think I saw, oh, please be what I think I
Herr Cohen!
saw. And just now, when I saw the look on Versati's face, I knew he wanted the exact same thing.
Well, Versati has agreed. He'll pay $15, and not only that, he only intends to use the room certain hours of the day.
I'll slip in and out without you knowing.
My wife has willing hands, and she's able to please a man like you.
If you insist.
Louise, every morning you will make his bed.
Yes, dear.
Well, 2 new boarders. What could be more perfect? Here are your keys. The facilities are upstairs. Please, no flushing after midnight. It arouses the cats. And as I am a government clerk, it is my obligation to ask you if you have any plans to work against the government or undertake anything subversive.
I am what you see.
How could I be otherwise?
Ha ha! I am proud to know there are 2 such honorable men in Germany.
Then we start tonight.
Tonight.
And the contract lasts 1 year.
Done. Dear lady.
Shalom! Shalom? Shalom.
Well, 2 paying boarders. We are, my dear, better off than we were this morning. Thank God your sluttishness had no consequences.
I don't like the barber. He says he's sick. He'll bring disease into our house.
He's not sick. He's sickly. There is a difference.
But why even have him in your home?
$12 a month. Think of it, Louise. Oh, and didn't you just laugh when the other one turned to you and said, "Dear lady." My little Louise who lost her panties. Well, didn't you just laugh? Dear lady.
Gertrude, what am I to do?
glow. I knew it would be good for you. Versati wants to sleep by the furnace, and that dries out the nasal passages.
What do you know about this Versailles?
The gentleman, as far as I can tell, is pursuing a personal affair.
Ah, an affair!
No, a personal affair. Use your words carefully. There's a big difference.
You're very precise.
Well, of course. To not be precise is to take the long way around. From 9 in the morning until 3 in the afternoon. I have official papers in front of me. How can I not be precise?
I'm the opposite. I have to keep my customers entertained, keep them blabbering. Sense, nonsense, puns, anecdotes.
Well, that's the difference between you and me. I'm a realist. I face things the way they are. Well, you even lie to yourself about your health. What time do you have to be at work?
Not until 10.
Well, then go walking in the morning, get some exercise.
I'll get winded.
Only at first. Plus, you need to find out what's wrong with you,
Why?
so you know where you stand.
If I find out what's wrong with me, I'll just get sick of worrying about it. What's the use in the truth?
Good God, man, what good are lies?
Lies are everywhere.
Are you insane? Lies are everywhere? That statement is the only lie in this household.
Nonsense. They're everywhere.
Where are the lies in this household? With Versati?
No doubt.
With my wife?
Perhaps.
And you?
Could be.
So you are not a barber? You are a disguised baron. My wife's lover, who has wormed his way in here.
I beg your pardon.
A fellow of unimaginable strength, of robust health, like a titan standing astride the river of masculinity. Louise, leave your bourgeois dreams behind you. Cohen is a baron, your lover, and everything around us is lies. Cohen, you are a jester. You're going to make things very entertaining around here. Well, I'm going out to get some fresh air. It builds the corpuscles. Come with me, Cohen. It'll do you some good.
I think I need to rest.
Like a titan standing astride the river of masculinity.
He makes it so easy.
Makes what so easy?
It's amazing how trusting he is.
Until today, he had no reason not to be.
His eyes will be open one day.
By men he took into his house?
With excuses a kid could see through. Slip in and out. A personal affair. And you can't wait to sleep with Versailles.
If you insult me, I'll call back my husband.
Call him. He's still on the stairs, and I'll tell him everything.
Why don't you leave?
Do you think I can watch silently while another man conquers you? I can't allow it. When I saw you in the park, I wanted you like nothing else in my life. And when I saw Versailles overflowing with lust for you, my jealousy pulled me taut like a crossbow. And I knew I had to protect you. If I can't have you, neither will he.
When is it you have to go to work?
You underestimate me from us. You will not sleep with him.
You are a child.
It's not my fault what I saw. I'm being pulled along by it. I've been a solitary person shunned almost all my life. And when I saw you, I had a new companion. My desire, and suddenly I wasn't so alone.
I think I understand.
I promise I will not transgress any boundary you set before me. And if you need protection from that brute, I would, to my last breath, stand by you.
Maybe, in time, we could be friends.
And there, Versati?
Oh, please. He's a fop. I don't have any interest in him.
I don't have much experience with women, so I don't know if you're fooling me.
Well, he might want me, but you're forgetting my part in the matter. You think I can't see through this Don Juan? To him, I'd just be another easy conquest. Do you think I'd give up all this for a meaningless fling?
But the way he looked at you,
He
I thought...
looked at me without permission.
I will never look at you without permission, and even the smallest thing, a breath, will make me happy.
Maybe you and I will have a future.
You're not fooling me?
Eric Cohen, I need you to go out and get some coffee. Would you mind?
Of course not.
You're such a gentleman. And you're not dressed for this weather. It's threatening rain. Here, take your scarf.
I won't need it, for I'm healthy and strong.
There's umbrellas by the front door.
I love the way you say that.
You should eat. Here, take a roll.
You do care for me.
How could I not?
Let's study that together. You can be Tristan, I can be Esau.
I'll see you at supper.
Soon.
Who's he? Someone dangerous. Yesterday he saw something he shouldn't have. He's worked his way into the room and they're sharing the apartment.
fantastic intrigue.
And worse of it, he says he knows what Versailles up to and swore he'd never allow it.
Spoiler.
I'm worried he'll blab before anything's had time to happen.
What did you do?
I made him feel secure.
Excellent, and I'll keep an eye on him.
What's that?
Oh, the fabric for your new underpants.
It's so soft.
Better than silk. I'll make you 2 pairs, one special, the other very special.
It feels so good against the skin.
When these fall down, it will be in the dark of night. Here, let me measure you.
Gertrude, you're so beautiful yourself. Why are you doing all this for me?
Oh, I've given up hope.
No, I won't let you.
Do you think there's any point?
Of course! Look at you.
Oh my God, Louise! It's happening to you now as we speak.
What?
Your desire is alive.
Yes, I've made up my mind, and it's the sweetest of dreams already. And you can have it too.
Oh, listen to you.
You can, Gertrude. You can.
No, you're making me cry.
Somewhere there's a man for you. How about the barber boy?
I'd rather have your husband.
Out of the rain, I walk into the sun.
Stay here.
What was so funny?
We were talking about the barber.
What barber?
Your new roommate.
Louise was just suggesting I take him for a lover.
Gertrude.
And for an old maid, he's not so bad.
What old maid?
She's just fishing for compliments.
Only a little.
Compliments must rain over you like petals falling in an arbor.
Oh, what's your opinion on this fabric?
What's it for?
Panties?
You're unstoppable.
Soft. Sheer. That's nice. Thrilling to touch, but not as thrilling as the skin beneath it.
Gee, that touched me in a remote place. We were just taking measurements. Around the hips. Quite small hips they are too. Now I need the length.
Stop it. Gertrude.
May I make a suggestion?
What?
Well, you measured quite far down the knee. What's in fashion now is something a little higher.
Show us.
If you don't stop right now, I will never forgive you.
The latest fashion is right about here.
I'm going to leave you two alone, but I'll be on the lookout.
He's not due back home until 3.
Oh, that's right. You don't know. There's a problem. Someone else.
Someone else?
The barber. He wants to make sure you're never with her.
Aha.
I'm going to get some more fabric. I hope you two enjoy yourselves while I'm gone.
Louise?
Yes?
How do you feel?
I'm afraid.
You should be. At this distance, you ignite a warm blue flame in me. Nearer, and I would be raised.
My breath quickens.
Your breasts swell already. I can see the muslin move.
My pulse.
What about it?
It exists.
There are so many women, Louise. Pale blondes with subtle streaks of blue along their wrists. Dark hair with elegantly cut figures. Tall, short, somewhere jangling beads and stones or translucent dresses that silhouette in the sun. Some are fragile. My husband isn't. So I'll touch him. Some are strong and you draw them into you forcefully. But you, Louise, are beyond category. And when I am with you, I will be in unknown territory, taking in my hands something unfamiliar and new. Unlike anyone ever, I am on fire, Louise. And there is no doubt that I am finally and forever in love.
Take me.
Take me. And those two words, our fate. Oh, how beautiful when you say them. If I could capture that feeling on paper, I would be one of the greats.
Take me.
Take. I must take up my pen. My inspiration is so direct, what I write could not come out false.
Oh, take me.
Yes! I will take you and transform you into words. And when I am finished, we will be as tightly woven as this scarf. I the warp, and you the weft. And then, and only then, will I demand full payment of your beauty.
My resistance is gone. Hello? Versailles?
5 minutes, please.
I the warp, and you the weft.
You're holding my scarf!
You scared me.
Oh my God, Louise, you miss me so much. When I'm gone, you must caress the artifact.
No, it's.
Water. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up!
Are you all right?
Here. Sit up. What's in your pocket?
It's a drill.
Why do you have a drill?
It will tell me what's going on in Versati's room.
How?
I'm gonna drill a hole through the wall to see what's going on.
What right do you have?
Jealousy gives me the right to be a fool!
Triumph! My passion is now fully transcribed onto the page, set down in meter and rhyme. Once in place, love never breaks. It is ever fixed to the fixing place. And now I am ready to take your...
No, you are not ready. No, you'll never be ready.
Who are you?
I said I'm your prophylactic.
Oh, really?
And you might as well know she has no interest in you.
Tell it to Sappho, you nitwit.
I'm a nitwit. You have no wit to knit with.
Cohen, you're mad.
He's saying the false pretenses.
How can a pretense be otherwise?
Don't wordsmith me. I've read his poetry. It creeps.
Like your knees.
You dye your hair.
I do not.
You too?
Don't.
I dyed it.
So did Wagner.
Wagner dyed your hair?
No, Wagner dyed his own hair.
Never!
Absolutely.
He wore a wig!
Stop it right now.
But we're fighting over you.
Theo's coming. I will not be won or lost in a fight.
She's right. Her will is independent of us.
Her will is independent of us. Sycophant.
Wait, you don't
Plagiarist.
cry, baby.
He's here.
Mealtime! Monster in the lake at Loch Ness. 10 cities with thousands of people have sprung up around the lake. All for something imagined.
The imagination is beautiful.
The imagination rots reality.
It didn't hurt Leonardo.
Leonardo invented a parachute that didn't open. Oh, Cohen, I stopped by your barbershop this afternoon. Your employer was having a hard time about you. He asked that you be sick on Tuesdays, not Saturdays.
It's the first week I've missed in 3 years. Even a dog will have its rest, whether my boss thinks it's kosher.
Kosher?
Kosher with a C.
Oh. Just to take care of your health.
What do you care?
How do you mean?
Well, for one, you gave me a room facing northeast.
And?
Everyone knows this is exceptionally unhealthy. A room facing northeast is subject to unnatural winds and Arctic breezes. This could worsen my condition, whatever it may be.
Oh, for God's sake, move your bed opposite the window, then you'll be facing southwest.
I never thought of that.
Come, I'll help
You and I will be together tonight. It is written in the stars.
How can we?
I have a plan. I will take Theodore out to the boulevard, get him drunk, and return home alone. I will convince him to come with me.
How? He doesn't seem to like you very much.
At the dinner table, I will engage him in a battle of wits and then lure him into a drinking bout.
He cannot win a battle of wits.
Exactly. I will return home in a few hours and make you mine. Will you be ready for me?
I will.
But you must take care of Cohen.
But how?
You'll figure out a way. Your participation will heighten your ardor.
Is it wrong what we're doing?
It was God who gave me my passion. It is the devil who prevents it from being spent.
Let's go with God.
You see, I have a friend who has the same complaints as you. He knows his body like the office manual, so I asked him about his ailments.
But what did he say?
He seems to think it's nerves. And since nerves affect the organs, you know, liver, lungs, kidneys.
Liver, lungs, kidneys?
You're making Eric Cohen nervous, Theo.
That's exactly my point. Nerves, too nervous, affects the liver, lungs, kidneys.
But he doesn't think he has anything
I
serious.
don't have anything serious.
Oh, then it's my duty to point out to you the list of possible diseases you might have. Gout, emphysema, whooping cough, mumps, aphasia, meningitis, shingles, measles, rabies.
Is there a crack in here?
The window's open a bit.
Can we close it?
Well, here. Wear your scarf.
I don't know what to say.
May I speak?
Your rent is paid?
That is the subject of poetry. See the way the woman's tenderness comforts the sickly and diseased.
He's not comforted. He feels awful.
I am comforted.
My point.
He only feels comforted because he's sick. If he were healthy, he would just be annoyed.
You're not annoyed when I serve you dinner.
Well, that's because it's a function of duty. When I go to work, you're not annoyed because it's my duty. And when I come home, it's your duty to serve me dinner. If everybody only did their duty and nothing more, the world would be a better place.
Duty? Is that all you think about? What about the softness of the serving hand? The warm cradle of the female caress? Frocks with frills and polka dots?
You know what, Versati, you sound like a woman. Those aren't manly thoughts. Men don't think about polka dots.
I am a man who lives on the poetic side of life.
A man wields an axe. A man hews wood. He pisses on a wall and shoots birds out of the sky with guns. He doesn't wear brocaded cufflinks and stroll off into the garden to write poetry.
Many men have.
Yes, I've heard these men singing their hearts out on stage, crooning love songs, weeping over their lady loves. How could a woman love a man who acts like a woman? Let the women go off and write poems and sing songs about their broken hearts. A man, a real, vital, strong man, is sitting at his desk, stamping documents, filing files, and going home at 5 o'clock.
Monotony.
Continuity. Break it down. Versailles, I like where I am, in the middle. I'm proud to have done no better.
Herr Mask, is the woman next to you not enough to motivate you to a higher place?
How could I be motivated by a little housewife?
I am not a little housewife.
It's not an embarrassment. I'm descended from a long line of government clerks. You're descended from a long line of little housewives.
You could be an artist.
Do you think that if I came home and sang to Louise about my tender feelings for the heavens, she would ever respect me again?
Yes.
You just think so?
Does the name Misha mean anything to you?
One of the giants.
You've read him.
No, I haven't.
Would you like to know what he stands for?
No, thank you.
I'll lend you my copy.
I do not read.
You don't read?
Never. I work 7 hours a day. After that, I'm tired.
So eat, sleep, work. That's your life. And where does it all end?
With a pension.
And politics doesn't interest you?
Doesn't affect me.
Science?
Ho-hum.
Theology?
Stricter the better.
Poetry?
I'd rather sit on nails.
You disavow the power of poetry? I'll get you a volume. Promise me you'll read it.
I'll tell you what, I'll go to the zoo and see a giraffe.
Why?
Because a poem is a lot like a giraffe. They both make no sense.
Herr Mask, a man is not all muscle. A man is a brain, a heart, a source of sexual power.
Please, don't use that language in this house.
I'm referencing Freud.
I am referencing me.
Herr Mask, a man is only what he contributes to the human race. The real heroes are the thinkers, poets, painters, and musicians. And the layperson is important only to the degree that he knows them.
What about being a man?
I am a man.
No, you're not.
What makes you say that?
Because I know what a man is. There is an essential act of manhood, and you don't do it.
Oh, there is.
Yes, there is.
And what is this essential act of manhood?
A man, a real man, takes care of someone.
I take care of someone.
No, yourself doesn't count.
Herr Mask, let me ask you a philosophical question.
Oh, I enjoy a philosophical question as much as the next fellow.
How do you know?
Know what?
Well, I'm the next fellow. How do you know I enjoy him as much as you?
What is it, Versailles?
Can you think of any circumstance where it'd be all right for a married woman to have an affair?
Of course not.
Why?
Because only men should have affairs.
And what makes you say that?
Well, it's in the New Testament or something, isn't it?
Yeah. The book of Saint Louis.
My boss's wife was having an affair, and he found out, but he decided to let her. He decided he didn't want to interfere with her individual uniqueness. Well, that's where modern thought leads us.
The man's a hero. His wife could look up to him.
His wife despises him.
But he let her express herself.
She despises him from the bottom of her heart.
I had experience. I had an affair with a married woman. One night with me, and she went back to her husband. So. They've been faithful ever since.
Well, it can't be allowed. It destroys the family.
And what if there is no family?
My point is, only men can handle it.
I can't believe that you believe what you believe.
I can't change my mind. I have nothing to think.
I can change your mind.
Yeah.
I can open your heart to the arts.
Not so.
Might we go out and discuss it over a glass of schnapps?
Yes, we might.
With your permission,
Louise, would you mind if I went out to a bar with Versati?
Well, I think that...
I'm just kidding. Let's go, Versati. I can't wait to hear you stumble and fall. You too, Cohen?
No, I'm tired.
No, suit yourself.
Let me begin. It was Descartes that stated that we exist.
Someone had to say that.
I suppose your heart is a pissed off at Versati's Rhapsody.
No.
I noticed something about him tonight.
What's that?
His passion is triggered by the slightest impulse.
Like yours?
My impulse is to protect, his is to possess.
Oh, please.
I get abused around here. You doubt me, Versati hates me, and Theo has been incredibly cruel to me.
How?
He gave me a room facing northeast.
But he moved the bed.
Too late, I already subjected to viral winds.
Perhaps you should go lie down.
No, too early.
Take a walk. A long walk.
No, the evening air will worsen my condition.
Not so sure you have a condition.
Oh, really? Then why did my doctor, whom I saw today after hearing my symptoms, prescribe me these?
What are they?
They're called placebos.
You know, you are looking a little pale.
Pale?
Let me give you a tonic.
What kind of tonic?
Pick me up.
I shouldn't.
Are you sure it will help?
I never mix medicines.
Just a little?
My doctor warned me against it.
But you look ashen.
I do?
Let me look down your throat.
But why? Is it red?
Scarlet.
Give me my glands.
Tennis balls.
Check my forehead.
An
Check
inferno.
my tongue.
Rabbit fur.
Give me the tonic.
Here, take a big gulp.
One night facing northeast, and my nerves are falling apart.
Oh!
I have no feeling in my legs.
Poor thing.
Oh, do you know how painful it is to have no feeling? Boy, I am suddenly tired. Oh, God.
Well, I'm not just a little housewife after all.
Hello.
What are you doing up so late?
I just came from the comedy, a play by Sternheim, very funny.
Should I see it?
Wait till it's adapted. So, are we alone?
We are.
So, this afternoon with Versati,
What?
I want to drink in your happiness. I want to see the light dancing in your eyes. Tell me, what happened? Every detail for your guardian. How did it get started?
Well, he stood over there.
Oh my God. There's still heat here. Where are you?
Near the couch.
And then he came to you
No, he stayed where he was.
and
Talked.
perfect. He seduced you by words alone.
He said he was finally and forever in love.
That unlocks the legs. Then what happened? He neared you?
Yes. Closer and closer.
He makes lightning shoot through you, and in the face of his masculine power, your body is weak.
I lost all my senses.
Please.
Then he came to me
And
talked,
spoke after he had said it all. He left. Did what?
He left
Left. Where did he go?
to his room.
And you followed him in
No,
because.
he locked himself in.
So nothing happened?
No,
Then why do you look so happy?
he wrote poems to me, swearing his love forever. And he has a plan. He's out right now getting Theo drunk.
And Cohen?
Well, I gave him your sleeping medicine. I told him it was a tonic. Why are you crying?
Deception, lying, trickery. My little girl's all grown up. I wonder why he behaved so strangely this afternoon.
Strangely,
A man will not put off till tomorrow what he can sleep with today. But of course,
what?
Cohen must have been here hiding, spying on you.
No, Cohen wasn't here. walked in right afterward.
Aha!
That is a bit odd.
Darling. He noticed Cohen spying. He delayed his gratification for your honor. He galloped to his room with balls of blue. He sat at his desk like a unicorn, the ink from his pen pulsing onto the paper, all to keep Cohen from knowing anything. Louisa, you don't understand the machinations a man will go through for a woman. It's a great show. Enjoy it. Tonight at the comedy, I saw a man climb walls, fight duels, all for the woman he wanted. For all his effort, you must reward him. When Versani comes through that door tonight, you must be ready. I'll be your lookout. If your husband comes while he's here, I'll bang 3 times. Amore.
Amore. That record player's not working very well.
Louise, what if a man came in?
I like candy and I'm not saying that.
This is a sloppy job you did, mending my suspenders. Hope you're not servicing the other men at my expense. Oh, and what were you doing last night on the kitchen table? Practicing to have your panties fall down again? Thank God neither of our boarders is around. Cohen hasn't roused, and Versani won't be around till after lunch. I guarantee you that.
What happened to him? He didn't come home last night.
Well, he kept making a point and then ordering another drink. He would say something incomprehensible and then triumphantly demand another round. For every drink I had, he had 2. Now, my body is thick. Alcohol settles in the legs. He's thin. He quickly rises above the eyes.
Where did he disappear to? Did he need to go right?
How would I know? But I must say, I'm pretty good at this philosophical debate. I cornered him a few times.
Where did he sleep?
Who knows? I think that whatever brought him here has evaporated. Where's the sugar?
We're out.
We're out. I want to stop nagging you, but you won't let me. What about Cohen?
He complained about his room facing northeast again.
Oh, the man is insane. Are north and east inferior parts of the sky? For a miserable $12, I have to throw in south and west.
Versati's things are still here. He has to return, doesn't he?
The man vanished like a vapor. One moment in my face, the next moment gone. I had too much to drink last night. Now I have that sloppy, drunken diarrhea. All my trips to the bathroom.
But a man wouldn't just disappear if he had other obligations.
My dear, you are naive.
Yes, I suppose I am. I'd like to go to church today.
Stay here. I need you around.
Theo, I don't ask for much. I want out of the house just for a few hours.
No. Your place is here. But don't bother me. I need to sort something out that's been rattling around in my head.
What?
Curious? Ah, you might be amazed. Just give me an hour to think about it. In fact, I need to be alone. Why don't you go off to church? There's a good place for you to be seen. Besides, someone has to atone for your panties.
I was going anyway.
No more ladies' magazines for you.
Either that or a coma.
You're up late. You missed breakfast.
I was out all night. I fell asleep on my hand, and when I awoke, I was still on it. It was like I drugged.
I'm off.
Oh, mention my name. God likes me. So, you slept well. You must like your room.
No, I hate the room.
So you want to move?
No, I want a year's lease.
Cohen, you are bizarre.
As long as Versati's here, I'm here.
Well, rents are rising in the area. In 2 months, it's worth 15.
12, we agreed. And where's the sugar?
14, and no sugar.
13, and I want sugar.
In advance, and no sugar.
That's my savings.
Going.
All right. To have it done with.
Now, let's sign.
I can't believe a man who has the names Luther and Schiller could do something like this.
Yeah. For the period of 1 year, I, Herr Mask, lease to Herr Cohen, that should be a K, 1 room, including coffee without sugar. Without.
Give me. I'm going out to get sugar.
Leave it in the kitchen so we all can use it. Yeah. It was just a whim to ask him for more. I'm stunned he took it. So, that is $28 a month. Times 12, $336 a year. I earn $600, so that's $936. Our expenses are $950, $960. We're almost living for free. Come in.
Is your wife here?
Is that church?
Versati?
They're all out.
Oh,
What's that? Are you hiding something?
package,
Oh,
nothing.
you're pretty today, Gertrude.
I don't believe you.
When a man says it, at that moment, it's true. Oh. Rose and lace. Oh. A woman would be very stunning in these.
Oh, they're not mine. They're a gift to Louise.
You would look beautiful in these.
Oh, you think so?
If you had these on, you would be unbelievable.
Hermes!
Don't think I haven't noticed you are of sound bottom.
I didn't know you would like this.
You don't know me at all. And you don't care for me, and I know when I allow it like that, but today when you came by in that dress, and now these.
I just came to fit them on your wife.
You know who's in and out of this building. Louise is at church. You must have seen her leave.
I'm taken aback.
A euphemism for from behind? I don't think this is so shocking to you.
What makes you say that?
You haven't left?
Oh! If Louise knew about this.
I'll never tell her because it would hurt her. I've done it before, not often, but with pleasure.
A man is, in the end, a man.
Only since my voice changed.
But how could we look her in the eye?
Desire adjusts morality.
You might not like me. I'm 42.
Oh, Rivers still flow through rusty pipes.
That's the most romantic thing anyone has ever said to me.
I want to sleep with you. It won't take a minute.
I'm torn. On the one hand, yes, and on the other, why not? Don't touch me there.
Here?
Better.
Come into the bedroom.
Are you finally and forever in love?
With what?
Oh.
I'll be in the bedroom. I will take off my pants. When you come in, I'll have a little surprise for you.
Little? No, the devil will find me. Who are you?
I'm here to rent a room.
The landlord's not available right now. Could you amuse yourself for a few minutes?
I don't like being amused. Wait around the corner.
Oh, Louise. Someone will rob you of your innocence, but it won't be me.
Damn it, Gertrude. The moment has passed.
Good, you're home. Oh! In your underpants.
It's a tradition around here.
Oh, I can't wait to tell you what happened after I left. You will be amazed. While you were staggering home.
Hey, I had gas. Hold on. For passing gas.
I hate to admit it, but you challenged me. The philosophy of my life suddenly under question.
Please, I am an assistant clerk.
You are such an event for me. Theodore the bureaucrat. A life-altering encounter. Oh, I paced the riverbank, up and down thinking about what you said. And then I noticed a shadowy figure.
A thief?
A woman. An angel. We exchanged rapturous glances. Not of lust, but of mind. And suddenly I knew you were right.
About what?
A man must take care of someone. So I followed her home. And there, in the dim candlelight, she poured forth all her goodness, her spirit, in short, her soul. Oh, I fell to my knees and bowed down before her. Each night, she offered to anybody.
A prostitute? Nothing wrong with that. I admire the working man.
Oh, I can't sleep. I can't sleep until I take care of someone. See that she is clothed, fed. I will cook for her, clean for her.
You've got it backwards.
And write her down on paper. Oh, I will filter her image through my heart and write a sonnet. Oh, an ode. Oh, perhaps a quatrain with an added pentameter. Oh, the Academy will be shocked. Each night I will read to her, elevate her soul, and we shall dwell in the clouds.
Versati, you have performed a miracle.
How's that?
You have utterly changed your beliefs, yet your actions remain the same.
Yes, it is the mark of a politician. I'm going to get a place near her. Oh, I've never been so motivated by a woman.
But you have a year's contract.
Oh, I won't break it. I'll pay it all right now. And go ahead and rent my room out to someone else. I'll pick up my things later.
That's $5 too many.
Keep it.
May I say you're inexplicable.
All I am is a man of action. I am drawn irresistibly toward that woman. Oh, in a few months, I will send you my masterpiece. Goodbye, good friend. In the world of jam, you are the marmalade. Oh, I must write that down.
told me there was a room here for rent.
Ah, come in, come in.
When will the landlord be available? I must interview everyone thoroughly.
I am the landlord, and you are in luck. A room just came free. It's $16, including breakfast.
Are there any children in the building?
No.
Tubas in the building?
No.
Sewing machines?
No.
Parrots?
No.
Banjos?
None.
You married?
I am.
Is your wife young?
She is.
Flirtatious? I wouldn't be happy with that.
She's not.
You stay on your guard. I won't want any men around.
I am never fooled.
Very well. Any personal contact must be avoided. Your wife, when she is doing her duties, must, before entering, knock 3 times. She must wear decent clothing, never ripped nor revealing. There must be no salacious talk, implications, or otherwise questionable innuendo. Instead of coffee, I'll take tea. Coffee stimulates, and when I get excited, I have been known to utter a foul string of obscenities. I'd rather avoid that. I suffer from constipation, but that's my business.
Yes, it is.
I'll try the room for 1 month. My name is Klingelhoff. I am a scientist. I will have my things sent here promptly.
We'll need a contract. Let me get my papers. Sit there.
Here, here's the sugar. Who's that?
Klingelhoff!
He's our new tenant. He's staying here.
Where?
In Versailles' room. He just checked out.
What?
He paid in advance and left.
He left?
Gone.
What?
Some woman he met.
A woman he met?
Some woman he met on the street.
A woman he met on the street? With Versailles gun, I have no use here. I cannot protect those who are not in a threat. Hey, Mask! I'm leaving.
You're going to?
I'm back for my things. I'm taking the sugar and I want a refund.
But a deal's a deal. You said so yourself.
I'll call a lawyer.
You don't have a lawyer.
I'll become one.
If the room rings, I'll refund. Otherwise, nothing.
All right. You might as well know. Not only am I going with the sea, but I thoroughly enjoyed and in fact relished the delight of seeing a certain view in the park the other day. And it wasn't the king's horses and the king's men, but something much more wonderful.
What? Going with a C?
I'll be back for my things. Good day, Farmas.
Louise, take care of him. I have paperwork to do.
Well, who are you?
Someone who prefers the formal rather than the familiar, and therefore would appreciate a less aggressive inquiry.
Well, sir, you are in my house, and I would like to know who you are.
I am the new tenant.
Our flat is fully rented.
Not anymore, evidently.
Since when?
Well, since today. Your husband is filling out the papers as we speak.
Theo!
You're late. Did you confess in church?
Yes.
I hope it did you good.
Well, the priest made me keep retelling the story over and over. After the 6th retelling, I received complete forgiveness. Cohen's gone?
And Versailles, they both checked out.
Well, did he? Did they say why?
Well, Cohen was enigmatic. Versailles was insane. Something about meeting a woman and being swept off his feet.
A woman! What woman?
Some woman he met last night said he had never been so moved. Said he wanted to write poetry to her.
Oh. Once in place, love never breaks. So, you're just another man applying for a room in our house.
Yes, that is why I'm here.
Yes, you're here to rent a room. I suppose to do your work, a quiet place to get away from it all.
Exactly.
To pursue with diligence whatever is your area of interest, which is, in this case, let's see, poetry, a quiet study of the arts.
Well, in fact, science.
Science! And I wonder if perhaps you were in the park the other day for the King's Parade?
Well, this is one's patriotic duty.
Under a linden tree?
Linden trees do line the boulevard.
And what did you see?
Oh, something wonderful.
So, it's just coincidence, is it, that you came here to this place to rent a room next to a famous pair of underpants?
How dare you!
Please, now that I've learned to read a man's face, I can see that lust is written all over yours.
Madam, I have no idea what you are talking about.
Really? Well, does this ring a bell? Did you say you don't know what I'm talking
I don't know.
about?
I don't know. I swear I don't know. I swear I don't know.
You saw something wonderful.
It was the king. The king. I saw the king.
Then you really don't know.
Let me just say, this is the type of conversation that I've been trying to avoid my entire life. I have not only left rooms, but countries that engage me in perversity. And now, to see that filth of this kind has penetrated the very heart of the German home, why, you will be behaving like an American.
You're here to rent a room?
Pardon me?
You're here to rent a room?
I was.
And you've changed your mind?
Most undoubtedly.
May I ask why?
Why? Why? Just a second ago, you lifted your dress up over your head.
I did what?
You lifted your dress up over your head.
I have to ask, are you subject to delusions?
What do you mean?
Ever misplace things?
Occasionally.
Ever go to the market and forget why you went?
Sometimes. Age does that.
Yes, age can do that, as well as make one believe that someone lifted her dress over her head.
Are you saying you didn't?
I assure you, it's not in my nature. I've just come back from church, but I'll forgive you.
Well, then, my dear lady, I apologize.
That's all right. It's quite a common symptom of genius.
Ah, yes, it is. I need a rest. Tell your husband I will be back tomorrow to sign my contracts, and I will have my things sent here by week's end.
I will. Herr
Klingelhof?
Klingelhof.
Let me just say that I am sorry if I offended you.
That's all right. Go off and rest.
Where is he?
He said he wasn't feeling well. He'll be by tomorrow to sign the papers.
Hell, he better. We already have a verbal agreement.
Well, he seems sincere.
What would you know about that?
Nothing, of course. What would you like for dinner?
That pork chop you've been saving. Tonight's a special night.
What do you mean?
How long have we been married?
A year today.
That's right. Happy anniversary. And do you know those two men who stumbled by chance into our home, enhanced by the third? Do you know what they've done?
I don't know.
They've made it possible for us to have a baby. We can afford it now. What do you think?
Of course.
Yes, and we can start right away. I send you a kiss in celebration. Start right away. It won't take more than a few minutes, and then every evening before supper until the job is done. I want that pork chop rare. Put butter on it. Oh, the dishes need doing. The clock needs winding. The floor needs cleaning. And you should see that priest every Sunday. Perhaps midweek too, for a while. Go. Oh, excuse me. Yes. Oh, look at this. The monster in the lake at Loch Ness has disappeared. People are leaving. Oh, the economy's down. Crowds come and go. Quick to move on to the next sensational thing. Well, I'll go inside and get ready. Come and see me in a few minutes.
I just came back with my things.
Let me help you.
No, it's all right. I can do it.
Sit then. Would you like some coffee?
I would. Thank you. I'm sorry Versati's gone.
How can you say that?
Sorry for you. I know you liked him.
That's the odd thing. I didn't.
I understand.
You do?
We were all caught up in this trap of circumstance.
How so?
This event, this failure of a knot in a string, catapulted us into a rare air. Our desires became disconnected from the earth. Versati motivated by fantasy, myself by jealousy, your mind clouded by romance.
Yes, but why did you leave?
I guess my jealousy finally exhausted itself. I longed to come back to earth. My normal life wasn't so bad.
The most peculiar result of all of this is that I'm now back with my husband.
Ah,
He has reclaimed me.
just so, still strange.
But there's something even more strange.
Am I leaving?
No, though you have meant something to me.
Versati's sudden reversal.
No, Versati is a man of reversals. It's something else. Something that leaves me surprisingly empty.
May I ask what it is?
My fame is gone.
Ah,
I was so desired.
yes.
Over nothing. An accident. Everyone wanted to be near me. I was notorious. But they left as quickly as they came.
You have real worth, Louise. But our eyes were drawn into the dirt.
Cohen, she is occupied territory.
Just coming back with my things.
Louise is not one of them.
Just a friendly goodbye.
Oh, hold on, Cohen. Let me say one thing to you. I will miss you.
Miss me?
Yes, you stirred things up in a most uncomfortable way. However, it was lively, and I like you for it. And it proves one thing.
Which is?
The individual is not indicative of the group.
Well, in your case, I'm asked, the individual is indicative of the group.
Excuse me, I'm here to sign my papers.
Cohen. Here, Klindoff is your replacement. I don't think he'll be dancing any jigs, but he's an interesting fellow.
Yeah, I'd rather be dead than interesting.
I have a surprise for you.
Splendid!
Do you like them?
Oh, Gertie, they're lovely.
I feel movement down below. Can you be so calm, Klindoff?
I don't believe this is happening.
Oh, Herr Klingelhoff, don't you like Gertrude's German flag?
Yes, it is beautiful, and I salute it.
Someone's coming.
Perhaps Versailles to ask for his rent money.
No, the footsteps are too heavy for Versati.
We're not expecting anyone.
The foreign sign is out of the window.
Oh, my lord, it's the king!
I told you this would happen!
Oh, please rise. I'm the king, not a priest. Is this the
Yes, it is, Your Majesty, and I assure you that we're
I
happy
have
the other
heard
day.
of your work, Herr Mask. How thorough you are. With such attention to detail. You are a blessing to the German people as well as an asset to the king. Every so often, every several years or so, I like to visit with my constituents and to reward them personally. And I am pleased, Herr Mask, to inform you that you are being promoted to assistant overclerk in the king's personal offices.
Oh, Your Highness, just to think that word of my dedication to reach your ears is reward enough.
I shake your hand, Herr Mask. If only there were more citizens like you, our nation would tick like a German clock.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
It is I who salute you as a citizen of the German state. Auf Wiedersehen.
Hooray!
You can buy me
Oh, one more thing. Would you by any chance have a room to rent? I'm just looking for something small, you see. Not very much, just a little place where I could perhaps get away and get some work done. Perhaps to Play some poetry.
Yes, Your Majesty, I'm sure that could be arranged.
Excellent, excellent. I shall have my men deliver some rubber goods tonight. Leave that thing somewhere else.
I'm checking back in.
Where are you going?
I can hear better from upstairs.
What about me? There's no room. You will share with the king.
Thundering pussy ass balls!
Louise, go and make ready the king's room. Louise, I told you to get the king's room ready.
In my own good time.